Hey, this is John Matthews. I am the president and CEO of Gray Cat Enterprises, and I'm going to talk to you about vendor requests for proposals or an RFP process. So basically, you want to ask yourself, do you think you have the best deals from your vendors? Is it set up the way you want it, both in process, and are the costs in line with what you need today? So if you are a little hesitant on that answer, you probably want to go through an RFP vendor management process. You know, what the RFP does is it outlines the relationship that you have with the vendor. It kind of puts everything out on the table so you understand what is expected of the vendor and what the vendor expects from you. It also lays out the entire process and the length and gives you all the legal contractual terms of the partnership. So what RFPs do is they go out and talk to multiple vendors that can provide that service or that product, and you do multiple bids to get a comparable to figure out what is the best solution for your stores. So I have had the opportunity to do RFPs both in the corporate world as well as in the consulting world that I'm in. So I'm kind of a third-party manager of the RFP process. And the nice thing about having that is I can go into this process relatively unbiased as far as the relationships that are with the existing vendor or the potential vendors. I can be unemotional about it. It can be hands-free for you because it does take some time to develop and go through an RFP process. So let me just give you some examples of some of the RFPs that I've been exposed to. The largest are the wholesale distribution agreements. These are the products that are coming into your stores. So everything from incentives to rebates to cost all get outlined in an RFP process, as well as a contract, all the merchandising and marketing programs, and then the logistics and the delivery aspects of the particular agreement. Other RFPs in the technology area, ATMs, self-service kiosks, both gift and loyalty cards, doing video promotional boards. The key here is how do you create kind of a balanced playing field for all of the vendors. So developing an apples to apples comparison throughout. Outside of the tangible stuff, developing partnership service agreements with buying agencies, advertising and creative agencies, even design and branding agencies. I've had an opportunity to go through RFPs with all of these types of service providers. And then lastly, the products and equipment. So equipment sourcing, POP signage, merchandising products. So on the surface of it, these vendors can provide a whole bunch of information about how they can service your company. My job is to make sure that it is an apples to apples comparison. So again, outsourcing RFPs, you bring in some industry knowledge and the experience of doing a lot of RFPs and the entire process associated with that, and making sure that what one guy says is the cost of their product is the equivalent to what the other guy is saying is the cost of their product. So there's this impartial evaluation that I can bring to the table. And then probably the most important thing is these things take time, and they are done over a couple of weeks, if not months. And you have a daily job, and you can maintain your daily focus while these RFPs are going on in the background. So if you're interested in having Gray Cat help you with an RFP or learning more about an RFP, you can reach me at the number below. Again, my name is John Matthews. I'm the president and CEO of Gray Cat Enterprises.